Can y'all hear me? Have y'all been able to hear me? Because I forgot to add myself in. Can y'all hear me? Was y'all able to hear me at first? I think y'all were. I think y'all were. I hope so. Can y'all hear me? Come on, come on. Hit one, hit one. Come on in the room. So, with that being said, hit one if you can hear me. Hit one if you can hear me. Okay, good, cool. I forgot to add myself. I got to remember with StreamYard to add myself because I'll start talking and don't have not added myself in the screen and be like, why is nobody responding? So, I'm tired. I've been on show with Tayu today. It's been a long day. It's been a long, not to mention I got stuff I got to do tomorrow. So bear with me, family. Now, I wanted to kind of talk about COVID. The reason I wanted to talk about COVID is this spike that people are seeing. Yeah, y'all coming in here. I had to just add myself. I couldn't understand. I was like, why is everybody going in and out, in and out? And I had to realize you didn't add yourself. So, hey, Antonio. I know. Thank you. I'm done. The reason I am so finicky about my hair because I'm a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist to the T, and that's something I got to work on. So if I see one little strand off, I'm quit talking and I'm gonna stare at that strand. So bear with me. That's why sometimes I cut my camera off because I know me, man. I'm such a perfectionist. It's ridiculous. I'm one of those that back in the day when I was younger, if my shoes did not match what I had going on, I wasn't going. I was finna stay on in that house. You realize how many people I done pissed off because they'll be like, I know you going. These shoes, and I'm gonna be looking at these shoes all night. So I know me. So yeah, just pray for me. I've been like that for my whole life. Whole life. If it ain't all together. Cause if I'm not all together, my mind gonna be on it the whole time. So with that being said, let's get going. Florida all. First and foremost, the reason I want to talk about Florida is they're making a lot of dumb decisions, Saints. Now, Florida is having more problems with COVID than most states. But they decided to open Disney World. I said, what the I can't say the word I said, but I said, what the? And I'm not going to be there. You know, I'm one of those. I've taken my daughter to Disney World a couple of times. I've been to Universal Studios a couple of times. I've done the Florida thing so much to the point that I can wear a T-shirt and say I have been to all the parks in Florida. I've never been to SeaWorld, but I've been to the rest of the parks. And one thing I know about the parks in Florida is it's crowded. It's crowded on a typical normal day. Now, you have a situation where people have been locked up. They haven't had an opportunity to really do the things during the summer that they normally get a chance to do. They're going to want to do that. Not to mention, a lot of these hotel rooms are not giving you your money back because they've fallen apart. One being, hello, peace and blessing. Yeah, it's fun. Now, I will say that I am 43 years old. You take me to an amusement park, Sister E finna ride some rides. I'm sorry. I'm gonna hit me some roller coasters up. I am going to hit that. What is it called? The Rocket. I rode the Mummy. Universal. I've been to. I've done the Mummy. I've done so many rides at Universal Studios that they should have a plaque on the wall for me to say, this lady forgets that she is somebody's mother when she gets to these parks. Oh, wow. You're a young man, Andre. But yeah, I'm 43, and I will. When I first went to Universal, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but when I first went to Universal, I was 35 because I took my daughter. Me and my daughter went, and that was her first time going when she was like 9, and she had a. You are 65 young. You young man. You know, the Israelites, y'all age well. So Israelite men, y'all get 65, y'all going strong. Y'all some strong men. So, but I forget that I'm somebody's mother again. So thank you, Coach. But with that being said, one thing I know about those parks is you're welcome. The they will the lines. There is no way they are going to be able to social distance at Disney World unless they open that park up and don't nobody show up. That's the only way. That's the only way. And I doubt if that happens. So this is a recipe for disaster. Why I say this is a recipe for disaster is there are people that don't have common sense to say, yeah, it might. I don't know if it's, because some of us are saying COVID may not be as bad as it is, but I'm just gonna be safe and I'm not going. My friends was making jokes that once they give us, that first release to come out of this what do you say, this quarantine, a lot of us were saying we're gonna let y'all have that first round of sick air. We ain't finna fool with you. Some of us still been in COVID. Some of us still have been in COVID mode. I have not put on normal work clothes in so long that understand that I might have a blouse and a jacket on top, but bet you the bottom is going to be Pilates pants, jogging pants. You don't know what you're going to get. But with that being said, I veered off. People have been bound and locked up in the house. Guess what? They finna go. Now, I ain't going. Like I said, that little first sick air, I was like, I'm good. But yeah, they talking about now. I was gonna talk about Texas as well. Cause Texas having some issues also. Texas is having issues with hospitals. I think in Houston, the hospitals are packed out. They're having issues with that. That's interesting. But back to this Disney thing. My thing is this: people are gonna go to Disney World, and they're gonna come from their cities, their towns, their states, ready to hang out. And guess what? Come back and bring whatever germs they got with them. You got some cities that are plateaued right now. They have some cities that I'm shocked. I think Mississippi has plateaued, but Tennessee is wrecking shop right now. Tennessee can't get it together. Not Memphis, because Memphis got high numbers. Everybody say Shelby County got high numbers, but it's business as usual. We can stop folks from shooting each other. We'll be good in Memphis. COVID is the least of our worries. But like I said, it's these people that are going to Disney World. The people that go to Disney World are not the people that live there in most cases. They reside there. It's out of towners. So guess what? I'm thinking about the fact that I've already paid for this hotel room. Disney is open. My kids done got on my last nerve. I need to get out the house, and guess what they finna do? They making their way to Disney World right now. Disney is opening up tomorrow. I said, wow. We're in the middle of a so-called pandemic, and y'all get ready to open up an amusement park. Some cases, y'all don't need to open your grocery store. Y'all can open up one of the most congested and packed areas you can think of in the U.S. If you want to talk about packed in a line amusement park, especially Disney World. Disney World, you have no breathing room. I've been, like I said, in a normal day, and I promise you, every single time I've gone, me and my daughter really never liked, we kind of didn't like Disney World because it was for smaller children. Bigger kids want to go to Universal Studios or go to, I think Disney has another park, but my daughter always was game for Universal. We come in the city, she's like, I'm good with Disney. I want to go to Universal Studios. But if you know anything about those parks are congested, period. On a good day, it's congested. So this is a recipe for disaster. So if you got people coming out of cities, not to mention places like Texas that are being hit the hardest, you got them heading there right now. And they're going to bring whatever the strand of COVID that's in Florida right now is coming to a city near you. That's how you got to look at it. This is why I think this is going to be that second wave that is not going to be good. What is wrong with that governor? What crack pipe is he smoking? I don't understand. There is no common sense in his reasoning for him to say in Florida, open up Disney World, business as usual, not to mention he's still pushing, yes, the COVID pipe. Not to mention they talking about opening up these schools. They don't care. Florida, I don't know what the heck. I got to be a lady. I don't know what's wrong with him because I really want to talk to him and say, what are you smoking? It's something really wrong with this dude. That it's like he's oblivious. It's like they can't stand the word no. Like you tell them no, they can't do nothing. I'm going to do it anyway. Like this is somebody's health. You finna go out. You are about to. Trump is. I feel like a toddler is running the U.S. right now. I'm sorry. They got a picture of him where he's sitting in the dark room like this. I said he looked like he a toddler that's in timeout. But they're gonna still be at the beaches. This Florida, oh yeah, they don't care. One employee said she feels that Disney is safer than going to the grocery store. I said, what the heck? What is wrong with these folks? Black folks, we suspect on anything. We nervous if we standing in drive-through getting something to eat that somebody gonna cough on us in the other car. We ain't too quick to go in a public place. I mean, I don't like to make this black, white, but I know my folks. We paranoid, period, when it comes to germs. I mean, as a culture, we have a tendency to be like that. Now, you have individuals that, in our community, that's a little rogue. You got to let them go. But overall, when they said first we paranoid and we did come up with every single conspiracy every single conspiracy scenario we could think of. I don't know why I'm so animated. I think because I had this. Yes, I had some chocolate tonight. I had to have that. We did come up with every single scenario you can think of. We did came up with COVID has come from anything in the air. They spraying it from the planes. We done came up with plenty of scenarios. After we get through coming up with this conspiracy on top of conspiracy with the ultimate goal of wiping black folks out, we ain't going. No, even old people. My mom said, you better not go get that vaccine. No telling what's in that thing. I said, Mama, ain't nobody trying to go get no vaccine. She mean it. I'm coming there to make sure you don't get no. You bet not. I mean, you bet not. Saints, I'm telling y'all, I can't deal. My mama is old school. I am 43 years old, trying to find me a place to live, and this lady still thinks she gonna run and control my life. I have to tell her so often that I'm grown until she gets close to me, and then I get scared and be like, I'm 12 again. I'm sorry. My mom is off the chain, but she told me, she said, you bet not go get that vaccine. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna say, okay, I'm not getting it. I'm more scared of her response than the vaccine. Hold on. My child walking through here. Hold on. But with that being said, I'm still her baby. I'm grown. She got a baby. She got a grandbaby. She want to run her everybody's life. But she told me out her mouth, she said, "You bet not. I mean, you bet not go get that vaccine." And I said, "You have no worries, ma'am. They, them old people don't want, my people in my mother's age group don't even like going to the hospital." So, saints, my mom thinks she run my life, but she thinks she run my life. Hey, Timothy, but she said don't go get the vaccine. So, we paranoid. So because we so paranoid, we done came up with so many conspiracies that I ain't going out there. I ain't finna risk it. I'm not finna risk my life. But they going to Disney World. Saints. What is wrong with the people? Are you in that much of a need to have a good time? Are you? Man. That's it. Next thing we got to talk about is these schools, everything. I got to feel it. Everything finna shut down. It ain't gonna be no fall semester. I'm just trying to hurry up, find me a place before they shut it down. That's all my goal is, because they can shut it down for a year. I gotta have peace in the valley. I got to, saints, because I promise you, it's too many people in this house. So, just as long as when they shut it down, I am already moved. But with that being said, I'm going to take y'all to this video. Hold on. Let's see. First thing I want to bring up is the fact of I'm not moving to DC. I am going to go to, Maryland or Virginia. I'm not looking at, oh no. If a zombie apocalypse happened, I don't want to be in DC. I'm just joking, y'all, when I said zombie apocalypse. So, with that being said, let's go. I'm just joking, y'all. I ain't lost my mind. I was on Tayu's panel today, so I had to kind of be amped, but reserved. So, they better be out here, because I done messaged them. They better be out here. Y'all, they better be out here. Tayu and they better be out here. At least your Cobra. But, yeah, that's apocalyptic veal right there, DC. But let's talk about this little disease here. Let me go to this video. Let me go to this little video. Y'all good with me for a little bit. I know it's 11:30. And Sister E is amped right now. But I'm just amped with these poor decision-making skills these folk got. I ain't never seen this before. They finna set everybody up for the fall. So, they're having an issue right now, because you remember they initially said the disease does not affect young people. Remember that, y'all? Y'all remember when they said that? They said the disease does not affect young people. I'm going to say this again. They said the disease doesn't affect young people. Don't do me like that, Antonio. I'm just hyped today. I'm just hyped. People doing dumb stuff. The saints ain't thinking. They just ready to get out the house. They don't care. It could be pterodactyls outside. These folks ready to get out the house. They said we can take our chances. I'm telling you, they don't care. Whew, they making poor decisions. Bad decisions. Here we go. Now, pay attention. It says more young people in Florida are dying of COVID-19. Hey, 78, what's going on? Here we go. Let me calm down before folks start doing the live and say, y'all, what is Sister E on? She was off the chain. Let me get back to my normal self. I'm just hyped because yesterday I got some sleep. I didn't go online last night, and now I'm amped right now, because usually I go live and be tired the next day. I got some rest yesterday and said I might go live tonight. So let's see. Here we go.
Deaths from COVID-19 have mostly been among older people, but as cases surge in Florida, there are some younger people dying as well, including 3 yesterday in Pinellas County, people in their 30s and 40s. 8 on your side's Evan Donovan joins us from the St. Pete Pier.
This has been the deadliest week in Florida since the COVID-19 pandemic began, and now some younger people are starting to die too.
I'd say a lot of people have the "you're probably going to get it" mentality.
Jennifer Yanchunas has been taking precautions even when her friends don't, but she still has the confidence of youth.
Personally, I don't think that I'm going to die, but the thought of spreading it to my mom or my brother has a new baby at home.
New data from the state show COVID-19 isn't just spreading among young people, it's killing some of them too. 6 people between the ages of 22 and 49 have died in Pinellas County, including 3 just yesterday.
Perfectly healthy people have actually died of COVID.
The age distribution of deaths still skews towards the higher end. Nearly 85% of all the people who've died of COVID in Florida are 65 or older. But death isn't the only bad thing that can happen.
So death is the endpoint that we're most concerned with at most points, but that's not the only endpoint. We have young people who got sick who are reporting long-lasting health issues. They still having trouble breathing. They still had organ failure that occurred.
While many young people may blame this on pre-existing conditions, that's a long list and includes things like obesity, which affects 40% of young Americans.
I'm definitely taking it seriously. I mean, spreading like wildfire right now.
Public health officials say to follow the science, always social distance, and wear a mask, especially indoors when you can't. In St. Petersburg, Evan Donovan, 8 on your side.
Have y'all ever been to St. Petersburg? I've been there. Another place that is congested. St. Petersburg. I always go like to North Reddington. I don't go to St. Petersburg because it's too packed. I usually go out to North Reddington where I can get a nice hotel with a nice beach and it's not packed. When you get into St. Petersburg, it's like everybody goes to St. Petersburg. My issue with large crowds cannot handle that sometimes. But yes. Saints, I can't get this. What does stay yourself in the house? Do they not understand? It's like I don't get it. And I know some people saying, "Oh, there's no such thing as COVID." Look, I can't take my chances on conspiracies either on both sides. So just to be safe, I'm just gonna go ahead and follow this little rule here to stay in the house. Oh my gosh, yeah, I am really clouded. I'm finna stop. I know some of my folks looking at me like, what's wrong with her? You're right. Stay at home, Saints. Find you a good order Prime. Get you some. Let me tell y'all what I've been doing. I have Amazon Prime. I have a Netflix account. I have those are 2 things that I live by. So you know what? Go through. I've been going through catalogs of movies that I used to watch when I was in the 80s, 90s. I had one week where I just like, I'm gonna watch all 90s movies. It's too much you can do. Start a YouTube page. Start a YouTube. Do something, but stay in the house. These folks, who follows Dante? Hit 1. Dante said stupid people in one of his things. And the more that this stuff go down, you remember that teacher, he said stupid people. Yes. I want to tell Dante, you are correct, sir. Stupid people. They doing some dumb stuff. It doesn't make sense. I'm trying to make sure my daughter. It doesn't make sense. These folks, I mean, it's like, this is my constitutional right to go out. Okay. Oh, don't cry though. Don't cry. when you in the hospital and you got tubes up your nose. I got a friend now. Yeah, their leader is an idiot. But I got a friend now that is healthy. She work out more than I do. I don't even work out anymore. I don't have time. I do need to buy me a treadmill. That I need to do so I can do that at home. Because I ain't going to nobody's gym. Sorry. But she has it. And she put on Facebook, she said, it ain't no joke. And she feels some kind of way that people are now saying, oh, this is a conspiracy. She's dealing with it. And she almost ready to cuss some folk out on Facebook. I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But here's another thing. Here's another news report. Everybody say we talk about the Israelites. That's all y'all talk about is doom and gloom. Nah, we warning. Watchmen on the wall warning y'all. Don't do stupid stuff. Plain and simple. We warning y'all. That's all we doing. We saying sign at a time saying Yah is judging. So don't do nothing stupid. That's all we saying. Don't fall into sin. Make good decisions. If Yah is showing you on TV, stay in the house. Stay in the house. These folks, they don't want to even obey God. They ready to argue with him. I'm like, folks dropping off. Like, I'm talking about dying. I've had a lot of friends to say they buried some people in the past couple of weeks. It's pitiful. So let me show y'all something else. Saints, I'm serious. They doing dumb stuff and they getting on my nerves though. They really are, because they want to get on TV and whine. Quit whining. We're in an epidemic. Get over it. Get over it. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go.
This morning, Florida in free fall.
Every day it seems like another record.
120 deaths reported Thursday, a new daily high, pushing Florida's fatalities beyond 4,000 from COVID-19. ICU bed capacity in Miami-Dade County, the epicenter of the nation's new epicenter, now at nearly 92% and rising.
We're full. If you come through the ER right now, and when you're admitted, somebody has to figure out where's that bed going to be.
While sending around 100 nurses to Miami-Dade to provide backup, Florida's governor downplaying a potential hospital crisis.
If you look at kind of what's going on, they have a lot of capacity in terms of beds, but particularly in some parts of the state, they have seasonally less staff now.
State data shows nearly half of Florida's intensive care units are at least 90% full, as COVID testing lines bend around blocks, and the nation's top infectious disease expert highlights a harrowing fact.
When you look at California, Arizona, Texas, and Florida, they're accounting for 50% of the new infections.
With that oversized piece of the COVID pie, Disney World is set to reopen Saturday after a 4-month shutdown. Mixed reactions over that decision. Annual pass holders allowed inside the park on Thursday for a preview. Popular characters keeping their distance. Temperature screenings, face coverings, and social distancing. Now all part of the most magical place on earth. Back now at this Miami Beach convention testing site, there's a narrative at the moment that most of the people dying in Florida are older. But Miami's mayor says that a third of the city's deaths right now are people under the age of 60.
Y'all hear this? These folks don't understand. Go in the house. Just like when, think about it. When the firstborn was put to death during the days of Moses, what did he tell the Israelites? Go in the house. Now you had to put blood on the doorpost, but he said, go in the house. Easy one. He said, go in the house. Don't come out. Put blood on the doorpost. Because it's for the death angel to pass your house. Go in the house. That was the easy one. Shut that door and go in the house. Put that blood on your doorpost, which we know that we are covered. We have the Hamashiach as our savior. So we have the covering, but he didn't say, go outside, cover the doorpost, but you can go outside and out, do whatever you want to do. But you got the blood on the doorpost. No, wisdom. He said, go in the house, shut that door for the death angel to pass you. These ignorant folk right here. I'm like, the death angel is having a field day right now because folks just ain't following instructions at all. Yes. And let me tell you something. These folks right here, I'm like, if even the death angel probably like, just go in the house. I'm tired. I'm just like, I know people are dealing with death right now, and I don't want to take that as a joke because it's not. Because one of our fellow people that we deal with in our community, Rahama, is dealing with the death of her mother. So we're not making a joke about the death angel because the death angel is working overtime right now. We know this. So we got to keep our people lifted. But those that can help it, some folks can't help it. You know, oh, wow. Why did I, hold on. Okay. Some folks can't help it right now. They just can't. I mean, they can't. You just got, some people just can't. But those that can help themselves, they're saying go in the house. Just can we just get a good 30 days for folks, saints, to go in the house? 30 days. Go get all your groceries. Get all your stuff together. Go ahead and get comfortable for about a good 30 days. Don't go nowhere. And let this pass. But when you are not a wise nation and you think you can do whatever you want to do with no regard to laws or God, this is what happens. People don't realize that. And the Bible tells you got to obey the law of the land. The law is telling you to go in the house. Folks doing whatever they want to do. My daughter had to even check me because you do get to a point where you feel invincible. So I was going into store. I would go into a store, but I would forget. And I would forget, like, going to get my mask. She'll sit in the car and blow the horn and do this to let me know you're mad. And I'd be like, oh, but it was out of forgetfulness. But you know what? Somebody do something about Pastor Kelly. He done came in here starting stuff. Don't come here starting nothing, Pastor Kelly. He in here starting stuff. I'm talking about he want to go outside and play in the rain. Okay. He just being special. He don't want to go outside and play in the rain. But I mean, Moses was taking care of business. And they told Moses to tell the folks, stay in the house. Put the blood on your doorpost. Stay in the house so that the death angel can pass you. You had to follow instructions to survive. Nowhere did he say, and if you were caught outside, guess what? The death angel would visit you. You had to follow instructions then. Saints just think that they just supposed to do whatever they want to do. Don't pay attention to the warnings. Just I'm finna go out here and do whatever. And I'm just like, these folks right here, they on some new stuff. I ain't never seen this before. Shalom, shalom, hello, howdy, how are you? I'm saying it all because Michael J. Said hello. That's why I'm speaking, y'all. I ain't crazy. I'm speaking to him. You see that right there? I'm speaking. Saints be going back telling the UA community, sister, he done lost her mind. No, I haven't. I'm just animated today. I shouldn't have that chocolate shake. I know. I shouldn't have did it. It just made her. I'm sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to say him. I meant to say her. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. It's nice to see you too, Avia. So I got another one I want y'all to see. Y'all hanging on in here with me. Wow. I'm kind of just a little like, I'm gonna play one more for you. Thank you, Timothy. Or are you saying you refreshed and looking well? Well, thank you, Timothy. Okay, so I'm gonna play the next one for y'all. We got started.
Health workers in the Sunshine State are exhausted. Hospital.
I'm trying to catch it. What is going on with my computer? Hold on. I went to my next video. Okay, now I'm gonna play my next video for you. Y'all, these folks right here, I ain't never seen this before. I promise you, like, they have no chill whatsoever. No chill. And then wonder why it's getting worse before it get better. Let me see. Hold on.
Health workers in the Sunshine State are exhausted. Hospitals in Florida are overwhelmed with coronavirus patients. Intensive care units at more than 40 hospitals.
I'm sorry, AB, you said something because you said you're welcome. I don't want to ignore anybody. You're welcome. When was I supposed to say thank you to? Or was I supposed to say thank you? I'm just trying to make sure. I'm trying to be nice and not rude. I'm responding to AB because AB says you're welcome. And I'm like, to what? Okay. But let me get back to the video.
Are at full capacity.
We had our 24-bed COVID floor. It was going to be all we needed. And then this came. And then we had to open up a second floor and the third floor. And now we're into a fourth and fifth floor. And we don't see it getting any better.
Drive-through testing centers in Florida have also been overwhelmed. There are reports that some have had to turn people away.
When there are heavy wait times, we tell people, make sure you have a full tank of gas. Make sure you have working air conditioning in your car. And also your windows have to fully open and close to be tested at these sites.
Governor Ron DeSantis has blamed Florida's spike in cases on social interactions among young people. But he's ruled out reimposing a lockdown, saying that would be a last resort. DeSantis also says the rise in cases is due to large-scale testing.
Now we're 600, 650, we may even hit 700,000 tests in a day. The problem with that has been the lab turnaround. It's just getting backed up. But we are hoping about 48-hour turnaround. You're seeing turnaround time that's just taking a lot longer. The tests get backlogged. They're going every which way.
Florida is not the only state with skyrocketing cases. Arizona, Texas, Georgia, and South Carolina, among the first states to reopen in May, are all seeing a spike. The U.S. now has more than 3.1 million cases, the most in the world. President Donald Trump reiterated on Twitter on Thursday that the country's rise in cases is due to mass testing. He said, "We have tested nearly 40 million people. If we did 20 million instead, cases would be half." But health experts disagree. They say the country is experiencing a real increase that's not merely the result of more testing. According to Johns Hopkins data, the national positivity rate has doubled in the past month to 8.2%. The positivity rate measures the number of people who test positive compared to the total number of people who have been tested. Advisor to the White House Coronavirus Task Force, Dr. Anthony Fauci, says states reopening too quickly is what led to the uptick in cases. But rather than locking down for a second time to contain the new outbreaks, he said states should instead put parts of their reopening on hold. Natasha Hussain, TRT World.
Yeah. Hey, serving y'all. Glad to see you out here. I haven't looked at that video yet. I'm going to look at it tomorrow. I haven't got a chance to really review a lot of videos because I had to. Excuse me, I've been reviewing Pastor Kelly stuff because we got to do something tomorrow. Y'all need to come out for that. It's going to be fun. But, family, I'm telling y'all something. I am definitely telling y'all something. Something ain't quite right. They trying to depopulate. If COVID ain't real, they spraying it in the air once you walk into Disney. I'm not going. I'm questioning everything now. I mean, they're trying to get our kids to go back to school. I'm trying to get my child's mind right to realize, look, if you ain't, we gonna have to work on online because right now it's too much going on. too much going on right now. I'm a little frustrated with Howard because I need them to make some calls, but that's fine. It's people need to stop. It seems like people want to make jokes with me when they see that I'm on live to get me to laugh. But Sister, you gonna have to. I didn't mean to say, but I don't know. I don't know. These folks have lost their minds. I mean, not just Howard, but Hampton and all the other colleges. All of them are still scrambling. I know Hampton just made the decision to do virtual. I know Howard is still trying to figure it out. What other school is out there trying to figure it out? I think North Carolina A&T is still trying to figure it out. A lot of these HBCUs, they're trying to figure out what's the next step. I think some of the white colleges have gone ahead and started. I bet they've already started closing and deciding to do online, but a lot of these HBCUs are still trying to figure this out. And I'm like, y'all come on now. Y'all dealing with black babies. Y'all know us black parents will be like, we will catch you on the next go round. They don't realize that. It ain't that serious. We'll tell little Mikey go sit down and sit it out for the semester because it's too much going on to be sending my child to any college right now. I mean, some of these colleges are, I think Hampton just made the decision to say that they are going to put everything on hold and gonna do virtual. And the only reason I'm talking about the schools on that part of the world, because that's the part of the world I'm planning to be in. Yeah, they ain't quite made that call yet. But we finna sit this out. Because I can't do it. I can't. I told her, I said, you just get ready, just chill. She ready to just take a whole break. She said, I can just not go to school at all for a whole year. I can take a gap year. I'm like, yeah, I wish you would. But gap year sounds like a good idea right now. I might have to take her up on that because they trying to kill us. I'm just going to be real. They want us to go out here so we can get out here and play with our lives. I'm just not getting it. I mean, I'm still coming because I got to get out this city, though. I'm still 78. I'm coming. Don't worry. I got to get out this city, though, because I'm going to climb the walls if I'm still in this city. So don't worry. We going to go hang out. I'm going to come look for you. But, yeah. I told her, I said, we just get our bearings in whatever city we in and learn the city. And then when school starts, you good. If they do virtual school in these colleges, then the kids are fine. But I think a lot of these schools, one, are financially struggling. So they need that tuition money. Especially, I think the HBCUs, the one thing about black colleges, they know how to work off just enough. Because they normally work off just enough to make it. We know how to say, okay, yeah, we got this much. We finna cut this. Because black schools have always had to manage on just enough. But I think a lot of these white institutions are not used to it. They not. When you got Stanford, one of the top Ivy League colleges, I saw it. I got a 78. Everybody has sent me emails and have not responded to emails today. I've been trying to work on this stuff with this move. This got my nerves bad. But when Stanford can't manage and they got to close 11 of their programs, first and foremost, I'm like, why do you have that many sports programs? Why you got that many sports programs first? I'm just trying to figure out. They got bowling, pool, field hockey. They got everything. 11 sports programs. But you still have 50 left. Come on now. But they had to cut 11 at Stanford. And, that's a bit much for Stanford. They said kids was crying, standing outside crying. I'm like, Yes, and they not that good. They a little lame. But yeah. But black schools, grandma gonna be in their kitchen cooking. We ain't got to have extravagant Chick-fil-A in the cafeteria. Somebody's grandmama and they other grandmamas cooking. If you ever been to an HBCU, don't expect to walk in and think you're gonna find Chick-fil-A, Pizza Hut. I ain't get introduced to that till I went to a white college. But the black college, when you walk in that cafeteria, you looking at the food sometimes like, what is this? Except for I'm finna say catfish. Don't freak out. This for Israelite. Catfish day and hot wing day was the only days we was happy. But other days you was like, what? But you ate it. So we didn't know how to function. But yeah, these colleges and these schools, they don't want to do virtual. Some want to do virtuals. These teachers are like, I'm not going back into these classrooms. Salmon croquette. You sure right about that. You're going to have that as well in the black colleges. Be ready for some food where you just like, what? It's got beans and corn in it. What is this slop? So black colleges know how to function. They know how to function. But yeah, they a little right now. Everybody is on 10, and some of these colleges, because I'm getting emails from some of these professors, they getting ready to say we doing virtual regardless, because they're scared. You got to think about it. Even though they're going to do most colleges, you said sounds good. Most colleges are doing hybrid. They're doing hybrid. Where it's going to be some online and some in classroom. Then classroom is going to be a small amount rather than, the normal classroom size. I think they're cutting it in half. Like we saw some classes where it was 15 people. It was like, wow. But they're cutting it in half. Because they're cutting it in half, guess what happens? They're going to do social distancing. But these teachers in these colleges are still saying, y'all giving us germs. Then, not to mention, you got elementary school. You bring them students in the classroom. Johnny is mad at Jimmy. He gonna cough in Jimmy's face. Or better yet, Johnny's mad at his teacher. He's gonna cough in her face. This is not finna be good, y'all. Yeah. Oh, Avia, you was in school in France. That you was living it up. I was in school in the hood for a brief second. But y'all got me out here cutting up. Y'all always get me out here and I start cutting up. I try to be... My daughter's giving me a signal that she got to practice. Go put your headphones on. Okay, give me a few more minutes. She knocking at the door, y'all, to let me know. Look, ma'am, I am not going to deal with you being online for 3 hours and I got to get in this room and practice my music. So I ain't going to be out here too long. I'm going to cut this short because I do need to let her practice. Tim. Oh, y'all out here talking. Y'all being real. Come on. Where's Pastor Kelly? Don't get him out here. He'll put some it's gonna either be Korean, Paleo Hebrew, something. Where is he? He's gone. I know you're not gone. You done got out here and cut up and left Pastor Kelly. How dare you? Oh, I'm gonna talk about him. You got out here and disrupted the people, and now they're speaking other languages, and you gone. Me and him gonna have it out. But with that being said, saints, stay in the house. Stay in the house. Cause COVID ain't going nowhere. COVID like, come on out, come out wherever you are. COVID like, I'm here. And where y'all going, I'm here to stay. And guess what? We ain't even got y'all, I'm hyped because I'm happy to see y'all. Last night I took a break. I was tired. I didn't want to talk to y'all yesterday. I was out of it. I just sat on the couch and said I'm going to sleep. But I'm just playing. But what was I saying? Y'all done threw me off. I can't look at y'all's chat because y'all keep throwing me off. What was I saying? Yeah, COVID ain't going nowhere. And then we got the winter. The winter has not gotten here yet. So it gets worse as the seasons progress. So when we go into the winter, guess what's going to happen? COVID is going to be on the strength. Man, COVID is coming. Who has pretty skin? Thank you. I have pretty skin. Thank you. I actually, y'all found some new makeup and I was testing it out today, and did the live with Jacob and them earlier today. We had to do a live where we were talking about Q&A. They had me on a panel where you could ask me and Tay and Jacoba any question y'all want to ask us. And I was like, he told me that today. I said, are we going to do that? He said, yeah. I was like, wait a minute. Are you sure? You letting the Saints ask us any questions? It was good. Until me and him did see eye to eye or something. It was funny. It ended with a telephone conversation, and we still don't see eye to eye. But I didn't jump subjects. But yeah, I'm just happy to see y'all. That's all it is. But back to this COVID. Thank you so much. I'm glowing today. It's that new little makeup I bought. It's a little. It makes you glow. I done bought this brand new makeup. I got this new primer. They're supposed to do away with the oil because, the Saints with UA be talking about my forehead. I said, I got y'all. I'm going to buy me some primer, some good primer. So I tried this new makeup on. So it's probably almost gone off my face. So thank you. It's gone though. Now the makeup was a little good. It was all right doing it was what was that? NYX, the primer, and it's called No Shine or something, and it's a good primer. It's like a gel. Thank you. It stayed on. And it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I ain't never been much on like NYX. I've always been a MAC girl. My whole ever since I've worn makeup. But MAC right now, times are hard. So I'm in Target looking for makeup. I know I don't need it, but I'm a woman. I gotta do certain little things like that. Little things like that. Women do certain little things now. Oh gosh, don't say that. I know MAC is tested. Yeah. But I love MAC. I'm sorry. And Bobby Brown too. I've been wearing that too. But yeah, when you unemployed, you go from MAC and Bobby Brown to what I can get at Target on sale. So yeah, we are. We will learn. We're interesting. We're an interesting bunch, y'all's women. But Urban Decay, I heard about. Y'all, we're not going to sit here and talk about makeup, and we're supposed to be talking about COVID. How did we end up talking? But I heard about Urban Decay. I might have to check that out. But yeah, I can't do Fashion Fair. Fashion Fair is too oily. Every time I put it on, I already have oily skin. When I put on Fashion Fair, it's like it pulls every ounce of oil that it can find in my pores on my face. It just says, yep. And I promise you, that's why Fashion Fair, my mom wore. Yeah, we out here talking about makeup. I am not gonna sit here. Oh, the guys gonna be tired of us in a minute. Stop it. I have a women's thing where we're talking about makeup, and because people don't realize, because we Israelites, look, we still women. I can't stand them dry Israelite men that say, don't do this, don't do that, don't wear makeup, don't do. You just be like, this is boring. This is y'all ain't met them yet. Y'all, people thought I was covering my head because it was a ceremonial thing. I was covering my head because my head looked a mess. So I had to wrap that head up. I believe that we should, I think it's cute to wrap, and I like wrapping my head. But yeah, no. Look, we got to be moderate. We have to be moderate. Yeah, I really believe that, we have to make sure we look to par. Don't, have all your goodies hanging out. But Israelite women don't mean be dry. I don't care what y'all say. Only Love have on plenty of lips. I think it's her. I think she wear, but I know Renice do. Look, y'all can have them dry Israelite women, because I am not one of them. I like Mac. I like Bobby Brown. When we go into the wilderness, understand that some of us gonna have nice little carrying case with us. Come on, saints. Come on, say amen on that one. Yeah, some women wear too much. I like, when I do my makeup, I like for it to have a natural look. So, but just enough, yes. I don't like to have too much where I look like some things just understand that some of these techniques that they use, that women try to use now with makeup, they have to understand that it came from a certain community because they needed the certain things, like too much contour. They use contour to make their faces look a little bit more defined like women. I ain't gonna say who, but we use a lot of their ways and be like, you don't need all that because your face is already, you're a woman. You have certain things. Wait a minute. I don't always wear lotion, but when I do, wait a minute, D. Glenn, I'm gonna need you to put some lotion on, sir. I need the Israelite men wear lotion. Y'all dark skin. They always in the Bible talking about y'all ashy. Put some lotion on. Y'all, I'm finna get out of here. I want to talk about COVID, and we just started talking about makeup. I can't believe it. Understand, in the wilderness. Don't be mad though if you see some women in the wilderness with a few lace front wigs. Don't get upset. Don't get upset, because I know some Israelites myself that still have wigs. Yeah, they do have wigs. So we'll be in the wilderness and they're going to have them wig mannequins. Don't get upset. I'm being silly. I'm just being silly right now, y'all. But I'm serious. I don't do wigs, though. I feel like that's too old, womanish. You got some of these Israelite men that just want you to be. Some of these Israelite men just don't do this. Don't wear makeup. You look like a harlot. Take them earrings off. I can't, saints. We done started talking. We're going to have a side conversation with it not being live. I can't have, you know what? I'm moving over to Patreon soon. So, but, y'all, how did we get, we supposed to be talking about COVID. Our conversations always turn left. I'm going to get off because I know I'm a trip. I try to be the serious Israelite woman and do these lives. I have to have fun. I cannot sit and talk about COVID and then not have a good time with my people. Some of these female teachers, I'd be like, y'all are so dry and boring. I'm sorry. I love my people though. But sometimes we just go a little bit too far. We be too boring. They wrap themselves up to here, and I'm like, I am a little unorthodox. I'm going to come to an Israelite conference. They're going to ask me to leave because I'm going to be like, I can't wear makeup. I can't do. They ain't got to ask me. I'm finna go. Take all my goodies and leave. No, I'm just joking. I never pay any attention to your. I don't have a title. This is why I just say Sister E. I'm not Pastor E. I'm not Apostle E. I'm not Prophetess E. I'm just plain old Sister E. Because, yeah, folks will drive. But with that being said, y'all, this COVID thing, I'm finna get back on target. I am not finna sit here. Oh, God. Here we go with these beards. These men in these beards. If I hear another Israelite man say, he ain't even got a beard. Dude, your beard ain't even growing out totally. Stop. But it is a chocolate shake from, I can't do advertisements, but from Mickey D's. I haven't had anything sweet all week. That may be the problem. Well, yes, I have. I had a cookie because Israel Doctor got on my nerves so bad. This go round that when we got done, I said, I'm finna eat a cookie and go to bed. He got on my last nerve. Arguing with him. He know he got on my nerves. I ain't talked to him in 3 days. I'm like, but it's what boys are coming to the yard? Ain't no boys trying to come up in the yard. Ain't no. Now I'm joking, but hold on. It's so funny. I got the milkshake. That was funny. I just got it flew over my head and then I caught it. I'm special. Y'all, I'm special. I like to study. I like to be the Israelite woman that studies, but sometimes I just be like, oh, y'all bored. I want to laugh. But see, my crew ain't gonna act right. Y'all be cutting up in the chat. Did y'all see the live with Tayu? Who was it? Who was there? The one that Tayu did today. Hit one if you were there. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. They asked us questions. They asked me about women preachers. Y'all, people understand my take on the women preachers thing. So it was good. It was good. It was good. It's available though. If you go out to the live, you'll see it. But we'll go out to the Tayu's page, you'll see it. But it was just me, Tayu, and Curious. And we they ask questions and Tayu answer, and then he'll say Sister E. But he got me on that one. They asked about the women preacher or women teachers. I was not prepared because I did something with Brian a while back when I was on Brian's channel talking about women teachers. And I had to show with First Timothy, I believe that Paul was dealing not necessarily with women teachers, but he was more so dealing with what was going on in Church of Ephesus. Now, me and Jacoba don't 100% agree on this one. This is where you'll see that we don't agree, but we still cool. But that's still my brother. But at the time, I believe it was the Temple of Artemis. At the time, that was the problem, where they were worshiping Diana and what we consider the Artemis. I think that's how you pronounce it. But a lot of them were having issues with paganism. They were having issues because a lot of the teachers inside of the Temple of Artemis were women. So it's a backstory to that. It was deeper than that because I think that if Paul had a problem with women teachers, you would have the situation where Apollos going to Priscilla and Aquila, that wouldn't have happened. Phoebe wouldn't have happened. And then people like to argue that Apostle Junah was a woman, a man. The way they spell Junah is feminine. and not masculine. Apostle Juno was a woman. So, yeah, sister, you know a little bit of history and Bible. I just don't flaunt it. I don't talk about it too much because sometimes it's boring. I want to talk about something else. But but this was interesting to me. So with that being said, we had that conversation. So that was one of the things that came out. Because again, Paul had a lot of women that supported him. A lot of women. A lot of women that were around him, not to mention, Philip's his daughters, his twin daughters that were prophetesses. Prophetesses. I always said it wrong. So wait a minute, don't equate us. No, he said, I believe if y'all can use it. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I believe if y'all can use a doctor, surely he can. Some of y'all, that didn't come out right. I'm gonna let that one go. I'm just playing. But yeah, I am not finna answer that two witnesses question, Timothy Price. I am new. Nope. I'm still researching that. I know how to be quiet to say I'm still looking into that. Y'all, if y'all watch it, y'all, the ones that ain't saying it, y'all understand why I'm saying no to the no witnesses. You won't have 20 people making a video on me talking about Sister Eve's. It's a little unorthodox. I'm not going to tell y'all right now. I'm still praying about that one. But yeah, back to the women. It was. Thank you. I tried. When I get around, tell you and them, I get a little fan. You gotta understand. I used to follow Tayu like y'all used to follow Tayu. I was one of the ones that was in chat like y'all. Like every time Tayu came out with a video, I was the first one. And to be working with them, I have little fan moments with them. I'll just be like, y'all are Tayu. But then I have moments where me and Yakoba don't see eye to eye. And I just be like, I don't care. That's funny. It's funny because me and Yakoba, that is my brother. I promise you. Somewhere down the line, I promise you, we got to be some kin because we about the same amount of stubborn. I still get have those little Tayu moments. Like I follow Tayu and Darby around the same. They was kind of hand in hand in my truth. That was my truth package right there. Pastor Darby and Tayu. And to watch them and then start working with them, when I have to do panel discussions with them, I just be like, I don't want to talk because I feel like Sister E is going to put thine foot in thine mouth and sound like an idiot. But I think it was fun. So it was interesting. But that y'all gonna see at the beginning. Oh no, I'm messing with you, sir. Some of y'all, I'm joking. At the beginning, me and Yakoba, when they asked that woman question, Yakoba say something, and I say something. And I just couldn't let it go. I had to keep going. After the thing, I was like, I don't agree. Oh, wow. And it was a 20-minute phone conversation. But I respect his views, and he respects my views. We don't 100% see eye to eye on it, but they still my bros. I don't even like to. What's so funny is when I have to disagree with something, I just be like, oh, but it's Tayu. I can't disagree with them. But the argumentative side of me can't give up. I got to say what I got to say and embrace myself. But yeah, it was a blessing. I thank the Most High Yah for the opportunity that He's given me, because I have moments today. Was in moments where I was just sitting there and I was like, I got questions for Tayu. Why they got me up here? I got questions for him. I'm just playing. But go check it out. It was interesting. It was very interesting. I believe women could teach. And he brought up a great point. A woman still cannot be the head of the house and diminish a man's authority as being a man. I do believe that. I think as Black women, we've gotten ourselves tied into the feminist movement that not all Black women, but this feminist movement just screwed the whole game up. Men are still the head of the house. And but I do think that a woman can be a teacher. Because even when you look at the Old Testament, you had Huldah. They had to go talk to Huldah about reading the law because they couldn't understand it. Huldah was the only one that was able to break that down for them. But I do believe that women are supposed to be in a role. Deborah, but we could never be. But you got to also look at women. We got to be real. We could never be a priest in the temple doing the Levitical priesthood. That was not. It had to be a man. We do have to draw the line and realize that there were some places that women couldn't take the role, and they were not Levitical priests. I don't think. Wait a minute, hold on. Pastor Kelly taught me something here recently. Don't let me put my foot in my mouth, because it was one woman, and I'm gonna ask him about it. That they couldn't proceed. I might be wrong, but I think he said something was a feast day or something they couldn't do, and they had to wait until she was there. So I think it's something there. I can't remember what it was. I got to fall back on that one. I got to ask Pastor Kelly that, because he told me that, and I was like, wow, I didn't see that. It's little nuggets in the scriptures to let you know certain things, and he called that one out. So that was back when he was doing that whole thing with Dow. And he caught some in the scriptures, and everybody's like, wow, I didn't see that. And it had to do with being a priest. So not to say it was a female priest. I'm not saying that. I don't want nobody to go back and say he said that. No. But I'm just saying it was something he mentioned, and I asked him about it. But it was good. It was good. The panel discussion was very good. Everybody asked pretty good questions, and it mainly dealt with the end of day, revelation and all that. So yes, men are. Oh, that whole Sarah called Abraham Lord thing. I gotta look into that. My daughter just asked me that because she was watching something with her royal roots. I don't know why she was out there watching it, but she was watching it, and she said, now I don't believe in no husband calling somebody's husband Lord. And I said, where you get that from? She said, I was watching, and I said, stick to the Israelite people I tell you to listen to. Stick to the Israelite pack I told you to listen to. Quit veering off and listening to other folks. But she was just listening to her because she's looking for like a few women teachers. So I directed, this is my daughter, to Only Love. But she did tell me about that teaching that her royal roots taught about Sarah calling Abraham Lord. I ain't gonna speak on that because I can't. I don't know yet. I told her I would look into it as well. Oh, okay. It's just an old word. Okay. Who is that? Okay. Dorora, send me some people that she can listen to. Cause the people I sent her to listen to, she said they bored. She said, I don't want to listen to them. She's young. And she was listening to Benai Israel, and she liked it. She said, but he played music like the first 5 minutes. And yeah, I gotta find something for her to listen to. I think some people need to do more YouTubes for young people, because I think us grown people are so wrapped up in the awakening that we forget that our children are involved in this as well. So we got to find some things for them to listen to as well, other than just listening to us. They get tired of listening to us, She get tired of asking me questions, and sometimes I have to say, I don't know. Let me call Yochanan. Let me call let me call Pastor Kelly on some things that I can't explain to her. But it was somebody she listened to, and the girl made her mad, and she cut it off. I said, who? She said, she's irritating to me. It was a young person too. Her patience is thin like mine. So She don't let me accidentally, like when I would sometimes listen to Cherry. It's a rule in our house, you don't cut her on, because my daughter's like, oh no, don't cut her on. She her spirit ain't right. My daughter cannot stand her voice. Just mm-mm, mm-mm, If you cut Cherry on, she will cut it off herself. She's like, why are you listening to her? And she hates you. And I don't like her either. So my daughter's like, I'm talking about my daughter has low patience like I do. And I was talking about I was listening to something. This was back in the day when I was listening to certain things with Cherry. And I would turn her on and my daughter would come up to the TV and cut it off. Say, we don't listen to her in the house. We don't want these spirits in the house. But it was just joking. I don't listen to her to learn. I was listening at the time of that Berean stuff. And my daughter was like, don't cut her on. But back to some Israelites. I got to find some people for her to listen to. So I tell you that. tell you and Big Judah, y'all. I'm not trying to laugh. But that was funny though. Antonio, this is what he said, and I'm finna get off. I am not finna sit out here. I'm supposed to be serious. Look. That right there, y'all. She listened to a lot of Darby. She listened to a lot of Darby because I listened to a lot of Darby. Saints, I gotta get off with y'all now. It was what he said. I was on the line. I was on the phone in the car. And I was like, I'm trying my best not to laugh at that. But who was listening when we was doing the live? Tell you, when we all did that. Man, don't y'all say Big Jude in front of you, Koba. He apologized. It was sweet, but I said I never say it. Oh man. Oh my gosh. I'm laughing because y'all have to realize I was on the line when he said it. I was like, oh my God, Tim. I'm like, everybody still talking about that. It was hilarious. He went off like that. And I was like, whoa. I said, that's just like saying Cherry to me. He's like, and he apologized. He felt bad because he thought about it later when he talked to us. And we was like, yeah. I mean, but hey, I go off about Cherry all the time. So I don't do it no more because she doesn't matter. But back then, you could say I would go off. Okay, serving to y'all. Have a good one. But yeah. It was funny. Yeah, it is true. I used to follow Big Judy back in the day. Early. Yeah, he was real. Early back in the day. I would watch a few of his things. But until he said the Holy Spirit is a woman. Or did he say female? I think it was him who said that. When he said that, I was like, I don't listen to nothing else you're saying. Oh, you done lost me right there. I forgot all about the other stuff. But when he equated the Holy Spirit as female, I said, I'm not listening to you no more. You just, ain't nothing biblical about what you just said. I'm finna cut that off. I haven't heard from him in a couple of years. I kind of don't listen to him anymore. I heard about him talking about the Mormon book. I don't know what's wrong with him. Yeah, I didn't, you know what? I have two pages. I have my personal page I used to use back in the day. And I used to, before I had my own YouTube. And then I have this YouTube page. I don't think I'm subscribed to him on my old YouTube page. I haven't really cleaned up my old YouTube page, so no telling who was on that page. But Big Judah probably is on that one. But on this one, because this is where I do all my stuff now, listen to people, all types of stuff is through this one. So yeah, I don't know what he's been doing because I'm not following him. But he started kind of veering off a couple of years ago, I noticed. Like I said, when he made that one about the Holy Spirit and her, I said, I can't. I can't. God bless you, and I'm moving on. And yeah. When he said the Holy Spirit was a woman, I can't. No, you get that scripture. So confused. I just left him. I left him where he stood. I said, no, I'm not even going to play that game. I've heard a couple people say that. I'm like, no. But people don't realize some of that is Kabbalah, following the Kabbalah. Yep, it is Kabbalah. Because when you understand why they call the feminine side of God, that's in the Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism. That's why I tell people watch it when you say Shekinah glory. Shekinah glory is considered to be the feminine side of God. I actually learned that I was first exposed to that from Pastor Darby. And I did some more research. I was like, wow. Yeah. You're going to learn a lot. Some of these people that are in these Calvinist and UA communities, they kind of, somebody sent me a picture of somebody in the UA community with a bracelet, and it was kind of like a Kabbalah bracelet, and I was like, wow. I ain't gonna say the name, but yeah, we got to be careful, saints. We got to be careful in the things that we say and the things that we follow. Even though I'm laughing about you, Big Judah, I'm more so laughing about Yakoba. But we got to keep that man in prayer, because if he's going into the Mormonism and with a little bit of Kabbalah, with a little bit of it, get lost in the sauce. Stick to the plain, ordinary Bible. That's all you need. You don't need no. Even though me and Yakobo was going back and forth today about the women, and he don't really some things I was saying. He was like, some commentary. I said, now some of it is history. We didn't see eye to eye, but ultimately, we do believe that the Bible is first. Period. End of discussion. You don't need commentary. The Holy Spirit is your commentary. I mean, it's good to have extra things to kind of read, to kind of help you get understanding. But if you depend upon those things, and was that you? Who emailed me that about the bracelet? Was that you, 78? Somebody emailed me that about that bracelet, the Kabbalah bracelet. I don't know who emailed that to me, but when I saw it, I was like, wow. But back to the thing is, I like reading some commentary, kind of when I need to read it, but it's not really where I'm dependent upon it. If I got to have a whole library of books, the epistles of Paul, and first and foremost, Josephus Flavius, I always mispronounce it. That is a lot of information to read. I read a little bit every blue moon, but people have read and dug deep into that. So we have to be careful about going into different commentaries and all that, because we'll get lost in the sauce. And that's Flavor Flav. I always mess up Josephus' name. Sorry, y'all. I'm a little country. But we got to be careful with that. But I am getting ready to go to sleep. Everybody's tired. I get out here and joke, and I'm really talking about, okay, I got to let the kiddo practice. So, all right, I'm getting ready to end it now. She got to practice. She's trying to teach herself the song Richard Smallwood, Total Praise. It sounds beautiful already, but she want to get it together totally. She plays the piano. So I'm going to go ahead and let her finish her practicing. Family, we were supposed to be talking about COVID, and we started with COVID. At least I got the stuff out about Florida. I'm going to talk about, I may do something after I do my stuff with Pastor Kelly on tomorrow. And I'll talk about Texas, because Texas is having some issues as well. But at least I talk about Florida. If you're in Florida, family, stay in the house. If you're anywhere, stay in the house. But especially if you're in Florida right now, stay in the house. I want to tell everybody, God bless. We had fun. And y'all gonna let me stay on subject next time. I'm hiding the chat. I don't want to see the chat because y'all make me go all over the place. I'm just messing with you. But I enjoy every single live I have with y'all. Y'all have blessed me, and I hope I've blessed you all. I've had a good time. Next week I might be doing some lives out of town because I got to go out of town next week. So, excuse me. Oh, that was an unattractive look I just did. But I'm going out of town, and I'm sorry, that was very unattractive. I'm looking at the playback up here. I was a little sleepy, but with that being said, y'all, I will see y'all hopefully tomorrow. And like I said, I might be, like I said, next week be out of town. If I go out of town, I'm gonna do a little live out of town and let y'all see some stuff. I might go see some historical areas or whatnot and do a couple of videos there if I go, depending. Like I said, I told everybody to stay in the house, but I gotta go out of town next week because if I move and I don't go out of town, I'm not gonna have nowhere to live. So I gotta go check that out. So at 78, I'll let you know as well. I email you. But I want to tell everybody, thank you for supporting me. Hit that like button if you have it. And God bless. And I will see you all. I will be on live tomorrow, but I'll be with Pastor Kelly. So I got to be serious face. So don't be making jokes because I'm going to laugh. I'm just joking. But God bless y'all. Thank y'all so much. We got to learn and talk about news, but we also got to have fun with this as well. So I just want to tell everybody, thank you. Have a good night. Have a wonderful Sabbath. God bless.